Hey, hello and welcome to everybody. Just wanted to hop on today really quickly and say I hope you're enjoying your Easter. Hope you're having a great time. Oops, doesn't look like my microphone's connected here. Gotta love that. Last minute type corrections here. But hopefully it's coming through okay. But I want to say I hope you're having a wonderful and you're having a relaxing day. And I just wanted to hop on really quickly to talk to you a little bit about what I see is probably a big missing first step, right, when it comes to financial planning or retirement planning for most people. And that is evaluating your current status. Okay, so what does that mean? Essentially, it's asking yourself, where are you at right now when it comes to your retirement planning or financial planning? And so I think the first step of that is to really create a list of assets and liabilities, something called like a balance sheet, so that you can see exactly where you're at, right? So I'm going to take a look here and show you exactly what I mean when it comes to, we're going to switch screens here to what a balance sheet could look like for you, right? And if you have Excel or something real simple like that, you can definitely use that. No problem at all with using Excel. But sometimes, it's really good to have something that you can update or that's live. And for some reason, my little sheet doesn't want to come up here. But let's see here. Let me switch my screen, and it is not coming up. Okay, so let me just get out of here really quickly. Sorry guys. I need to show Google Chrome here. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about is, what does the balance sheet really look like, right? What could that look like for you, and what are some of the things that you want to have on there to start with? And then once you have your balance sheet, what's the next step you should really be looking at when it comes to your assets? Okay, so here's an example of a balance sheet. So just like it says here, just like any well-run business, your personal balance sheet should always be in check. Your net worth is the difference between your assets and your liabilities. And assets are everything you own, such as your home and investments, and liabilities are everything you owe, such as a balance on your mortgage and other debts. So a really great way to break it down is, especially if you're married, okay? So this is an example of a couple that is married. I took the names out, obviously, here, but you have name one and name two. So when it comes to creating your balance sheet, you want to make sure that everything is properly listed and titled correctly, okay? So as you see here, we have name one, so that could be spouse one. Name two could be spouse two, and then you're going to have joint. So on this balance sheet here, you can see, the checking accounts that are under name one, name two, and then the joint accounts here that are listed separately, okay? And then that goes for all the accounts. So investment accounts here, any annuities that you may have, IRAs, things like that, and just different accounts here that should all be titled properly under the person's name. So first spouse, second spouse, and then any joint accounts you have together. And if you have a trust, things that should be titled under the trust as well. Let me make my screen a little smaller here so you can see that. Let's see here. Okay, make myself a little smaller so you can see this better. Okay, and then you want to have here things like, cash and invested assets, your liabilities. So if you have a home, a car, credit cards, things like that, that you have all labeled out in line so that you can see things like your total liabilities, your total net worth, and really look at your financial picture all in one place, okay? So creating that balance sheet and then, evaluating this balance sheet is going to be your first step to proper financial planning or retirement planning. Once you have this, you really want to look at next, okay, so here's all your assets. You want to get a breakdown of those assets. So let's take a look here what that could look like for you. And so here what I have is it all laid out. And when it comes to the investment accounts, how everything's broken down here in U.S. equities, international, emerging markets, real estate, bonds, international bonds, and cash. And then here, broken down, how much money do you have that's invested in things like U.S. equities, real estate, and then how much you have in cash or cash equivalents. Really looking at your liquid resources is so important when it comes to retirement planning, especially because you need to know how much you have it's available for short-term needs. If you're going to be leaving work in the next 6 months to a year or 2 years, keeping more money that's not going to be influenced by fluctuations in the market is going to be really important for you. So, really looking at, do you have enough cash? Or what I'm seeing a lot lately is, do you have too much cash, right? Having too much cash can be another sort of problem. So that's all I wanted to share with you today, is just what do you take for your first step when it comes to proper financial planning and retirement planning? And the first step is evaluating your financial status and making sure you have everything in order and everything's in the right place and accounted for, okay? So for those of you that are working on your retirement plan, definitely a good place to be is to figure out, your overall financial status. If you don't know me, let me introduce myself really quickly. My name is Jason Hamilton. I'm a chartered retirement planning counselor, a financial advisor, and investment advisor. So if there's something you need help with, you want help putting your stuff together, you can definitely reach out to me and schedule a call at no cost to you. Happy to do that with you. Here's my website to schedule that call if you needed to ever reach out. So it's keepitsimplefinancial.com/talk. That's all I had for you today. I didn't want to take too much time on your Easter holiday. Other than that, you guys have a great afternoon, and we'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye now.